What is going on, and welcome back. I'm glad you're here. So, we are taking a step away from the Subaru today. There's not much more work that we can get done with the parts that we have. So this video is going to be about none other than my highly neglected 6-liter Powerstroke. So this truck has been giving me some pretty decent issues. Well, the main thing that's been going on is the brakes have been dragging on the passenger side, and I think it has to do with air in the system because I've changed these calipers multiple times. I know that these calipers have a reputation of going bad. These calipers are giving me the worst luck ever. I don't know what it is or what, like brake fluid, if it's a brake fluid, if it's something else, but look, I step on the brake, she pulls hard to the left. This thing has been sitting for so long, and it also has an issue where it's draining the batteries. I do not know why these batteries are being drained. I have a sneaking suspicion that my alternator is going out. That just, I think it's sucking power from one battery out of the other. It's a common problem on these trucks. When it does happen, there's not really you can do other than change the alternator. But last time I changed calipers on this truck, I had to bleed the brakes myself, and I didn't have anybody else to help me. So I think there's some air in the system. So I picked up a pressure bleeder, and we're gonna go ahead and run through pressure bleeding this entire brake system. But like I said, the truck is dead, so we need to go ahead and grab the wife's car, and we need to go ahead and jump this truck so that we can go ahead and back it into its home right there and hope that that fixes our issue. Well, it doesn't seem like it's too dead because the lights actually came on for the first time, so I wonder what happened. I did change this from being automatic on to turning it off. Last time I did have to jump it, so maybe we were running into a parasitic draw somewhere of something in the automatic light system that just was keeping something on. So I'm actually going to try and start it. They always say it's bad to start these trucks. You might ruin your fickum, you might do this, you might do that. Who cares? Let's try. Nope. It's almost dead. It's better than it was. It actually cranked. Last time it didn't even crank. So let's go ahead. Let's hop into here. And let's see if we can get this thing running. Let's give that just a few seconds to make sure we have enough voltage, and we'll crank this thing over and we'll watch it come to life. Another thing too with this truck, this Florida salty air has absolutely destroyed a lot of pieces on this paint, and just so many parts that are just completely schnockered because this freaking salty air, man. The worst of it all is the driver door. It looks so bad, man, and it's really almost too far gone. I'm going to try to save it. I would prefer to sell it before I have to do that, but nobody wants a rusty truck, so we're going to go ahead and probably fix it. And then if I do fix it, I'll probably keep it forever. But I'm so indecisive with this thing, I kind of want to let it go and get something new. No matter where you're from, the sound of a 6-liter is just unbeaten in my opinion. They sound so good, they're so knocky. But, like I said, I don't know what's killing these batteries, but they're brand new batteries and they just kind of keep going dead. I think it's something, most likely the alternator that's my problem, that just keeps kind of draining batteries slowly, because I do not drive this truck every day. I really only drive this truck maybe once a month. And that's when I need to haul something, go pick something up for yard work, or just because it's been sitting so long. Let's get this truck parked back in its spot over there so we can go ahead and work on these brakes. All right, so in front of me, right here, we have what is gonna help us bleed these brakes. We pop into this guy here, and it should have everything we need to bleed these brakes by ourselves. So this right here is a pressure bleeder. You've probably seen these all over YouTube, people using these, but basically all this does is you fill this up with brake fluid. It'll fill this line with brake fluid, and so it'll keep pressure on the master cylinder so that you can go ahead to each caliper individually. And on 6-liter Powerstrokes, it is passenger rear, passenger front, driver front, in that order. So this will keep brake fluid flowing into the master cylinder under pressure so that when you go ahead and pop the bleeder, all the air comes out, and you don't have to have somebody pressing the brakes continuously and holding them while you open and close the valve to bleed the air. So this is going to be a very nice piece of equipment when working on all these cars that I have to work on. So basically how this works is you pour fluid into here, use an adapter to hook onto the master cylinder, pump pressure. It's pretty much how you do it. Alright, so I got this guy hooked up right here. This is exactly how it goes. So put the cap on, and then you go ahead and put the fitting on that's attached to the pressure bleeder. I have it sitting at about 11 psi. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the passenger rear with this bottle, hook it to the caliper bleeder, open it and see if we can get some air out, close it, check the pressure, so on and so forth to driver rear, passenger front, driver front. So out of the passenger rear, we actually got quite a bit of air out. So I would say there's probably like 15 to 20 little bubbles that came out of that caliper. So now we're gonna go ahead and move our way, check our pressure. We're still sitting very good on pressure, plenty of fluid in the master. Move our way over to the passenger side, front. And this is the one that was giving me all the issues. So I'm curious to see how much air is gonna come out of this one. There's some. There's actually quite a bit in there. Alright, well that's how you bleed brakes on a 6-liter Powerstroke. There was not that much air in there, but there was a decent amount, enough to make me go, alright, well, that's helpful, I guess. So I'm hoping that just that little amount of air was enough to seize up that caliper. As you saw in the clip previously when I was driving this thing, it was pretty hard, but it's so intermittent, it makes me think that when it gets really hot, the brakes drag a little bit just because there's air in there. It's kind of heating up that air is expanding, and it's pushing it towards it. So getting those bubbles out of there, there was a little bit on the driver rear, and then there was quite a bit on the passenger front and driver front as well. So now that all that air is bled out of the system, master cylinder's full, we're good to go on bleeding these brakes. Next step is going to be getting an alternator for this thing. Drop your suggestions in the comments on what alternators you guys have used, what works for you, what companies are good. I don't really know too much about the alternator game on the 6-liter Powerstroke. I do know that more money doesn't always equal more better. So last thing we need to do, we need to fill up this tire with some air so we can go ahead and drive this thing and just have this truck at 100% because there's some things we need to go do and I need the truck for. So let's go ahead, get this tire filled up with air so we can go ahead and take this thing on a drive. Alright, it is the next day after we bled these brakes. We need to go ahead and see if this truck is going to hold a charge. It has been sitting overnight. Nothing's been on. So I finally need to use it. So let's see if it'll start. It almost didn't want to, but thankfully it did. So let's go ahead, hop in this thing, let it warm up. Let's go for a drive and make sure these brakes actually work. All right, I haven't driven this truck in, some would say 5 ever. So well, it's not wanting to pull left to right. I'm pressing on the brakes, so that's a very good, decent sign. As I mentioned in the past, this truck is still up for sale. If anybody wants it, hit me up. I'll run through a quick mod list. So there's so many things done to this truck that I really am probably going to forget some. But let's start with the basics. It's studded, deleted, has a blue spring kit, new filters all the way around. It has a bulletproof diesel air-to-oil cooler kit. It's sitting on a full Bilstein 2.5-inch level, suspension level. The interior is like 99%. It does have an ARE bed cap on it. The only reason it has a bed cap on it is because I drove this thing across the country from Washington State down here to Florida, and I needed something to cover up all my stuff. So other than that, it has the upgraded injector cups, oil rail nipples. It does have a CTS3 monitor on it with a lot of extra sensors like EGT probes into the actual manifold. And quite a few other things, so I know I'm forgetting some stuff, but it is definitely a way more reliable 6-liter than a lot of other 6-liters on the market. The only downside, as you saw earlier, is it does have a little bit of rust on the driver's side door and on the front and rear fenders. But other than that, that's the only rust on this entire car. I mean, on this entire truck. The underbelly is clean. It does have, you know, a little bit of leaking here and there. I don't necessarily know exactly what it's from. But other than that, our brake bleeding that we did worked out splendidly. The brakes feel great. They're not squishy. It's not pulling left or right. So all in all, I'm pleased with everything that we got done in this truck. It's just so neglected, man. I don't drive it enough. I find excuses to drive it just because I enjoy driving it, but most of the time it sits. Like, I have my WRX that I drive all the time, and I have my wife's car that has all the car seats because I have 2 kids. So, just kind of hard to find the time to be able to drive this as much as I want to. It used to be my daily for ever. I drove it every day for like 6 years. But with that being said, I think I'm going to wrap up the video right here. Everything is going good on this truck. Bleeding the brakes helped tremendously. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of you. I hope to see you guys in the next upload. If this truck doesn't sell, we are going to do a lot of work to this thing. Like all the rust repair, some upgrades, and most likely just fully restore this thing. Like, it's in really good shape, but it can be a little better. So I'm going to wrap up the video right here. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of you. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.